Hey, it's Jordan Cron here with Marketing Well, and I've got another video blog post, and it's going to piggyback off my last video blog post, which was the most important SEO factor for therapists revealed. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure to watch that because this video is going to be exactly on how to piggyback off of that strategy. So once you've watched that video, come back and I'll explain how you can now improve the rankings of that page that you've optimized. So for the example, I was talking about how to optimize a page, mostly your home page, for broader search terms like counseling or therapy, and then whatever city you're in. So now you've got that done. One way to improve the rankings of that page is to write some articles and some content and then link back to that page. But how you link back to that page and the text that you use is going to be extremely important. So when you write an article and you put it up on your blog, you should make it at least 600 or 700 words. You want to make sure it's in depth. You don't want to have anything 300 words or less that's going to be valued as thin content in Google's eyes and not very valuable for them or the searcher. So always make sure you're writing at least 600 or 700 words and giving a lot of information out. Now, when you have a 600 or 700 word article, you want to link to other pages at least every 150 to 200 words. So if you have a 600 word article, you should have at least 3 links going to other key pages on your website. And again, the text that is linked is going to be very important. So I'm going to show you a real life example of a client that I'm working with out of Calgary. So she's got a blog post here, and within that blog, we have a link. So this sentence, when it comes to counseling in Calgary, there are numerous benefits to choosing in-person sessions. So the key is the text here, and we call this the anchor text. So anchor text is the text of the link that's going to another page. And in this case, this anchor text is keyword rich. It's keyword rich because it's counseling in Calgary. And then when we click on that link, it goes to the homepage, which we have optimized for broader search terms like counseling and therapy in Calgary. So again, very important that the descriptive text that you link to another page is descriptive and keyword rich of the page that is actually being linked to. So if you had other pages on your website that you were trying to rank to, you want to make sure it's descriptive of what that page is optimized for. And I'm going to get into another SEO strategy and creating more pages on your website to target specific types of mental health issues or types of therapy in my next blog post. But for right now, I'm going to keep it really simple and just focus again on the anchor text, interlink. And that's extremely important to make sure it's keyword rich. Very simple. But sometimes doesn't get done a lot. And oftentimes I see stuff like click here as an anchor text or learn more. And that's just not descriptive enough for the search engine and primarily Google, Bing as well, of what the next page it's being linked to. And you always want to make sure that the page that it's being linked to, that is keyword rich and optimized for the keyword rich anchor text. And again, in this case, counseling in Calgary, it's linking to her homepage, which that's optimized for. Now, ideally, you want to have as many of these interlinks as possible. So if you've already written some blogs, go back through and try to see if you can interject that text. And you have to get a little bit creative, and it might look a little bit weird, but it's a balance between appeasing the search engines as well as not coming off as too spammy or very unreadable. But in this case, it works. So when it comes to counseling in Calgary, there are numerous benefits to choosing in-person sessions. And you can always change that around. You could put, when it comes to Calgary therapy, there are numerous benefits. So always trying to change that anchor text as well. Not always making it the same and trying to differentiate it up. You don't always want to do the same because that's going to look spammy as well. So again, hopefully this is really helpful. Get out there, write those blogs, but again, make sure you are interlinking to other pages and make sure the anchor text is keyword rich of what the next page that you are linking to is optimized for and those keywords. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, be sure to check out my next video, which I'm going to talk more in depth about how you can get some content up for pages related to specific mental health issues people are struggling with, as well as types of therapy that you offer. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as my email newsletter, which is at the bottom of this page.